Yes, guys, welcome back to the Chinwag podcast. We'll be discussing all things Man United, whether he should stay or should leave at the end of the season, with the new owners coming in. So without further ado, let's get into the podcast. So last season, Ten Hag did quite well, finishing in the top four, but this season looks highly unlikely with teams pulling away from Man United, such as Villa, who are now fourth, with Spurs ahead of them as well, and obviously the normal top three with Arsenal, City and Liverpool as well. So I'm recording this on April the 6th. The last two games for Man United have been Chelsea and Brentford away. Obviously those two results were very disappointing. Not only the draw against Brentford, we should have definitely lost against Brentford, especially with the amount of chances that Brentford were creating. Under Ten Hag, there seems to be not really a plan going forward, or at the back as well, shifting around the back four. Also, it doesn't help that we have many injuries right now, and Camboire came on for Evans, who came on for Varane, and now those two players are now injured as well. So during the Brentford game, we should have definitely lost. Onana has been playing well recently, in my opinion, but he has been facing too many shots, and obviously that is not his fault. I think we've conceded about 200 shots in the last 10 games, which is very concerning. We've conceded more shots in 2024 than Man City have in the whole of the season, which again is a very concerning stat. Moving on to the most recent game, where in the 99th minute, Man United were 3-2 up. All it would have taken was simple game management to win that game comfortably and see out the game till the end. When Dalot conceded the penalty, obviously Cole Palmer stepped up, scored the penalty. Although Dalot was very clumsy in making the foul, I think Bruno Fernandes should have also come back and helped him in a 2v1 instead of leaving Dalot 1v1 to go into the box. But then the tactics from Ten Hag to go for the game at 3-3 with maybe a couple of minutes left, we've just conceded a goal. It's inexcusable for him to just go all-out attack and then switch off at the corner, leave Cole Palmer free in the box, no one closing him down, everyone sleeping, and letting him have a free strike goal. Again, not Onana's fault, coming off McTominay and going into the empty net, where Onana got wrong-footed. That is down to Ten Hag's tactics and his instructions to the players to say either go for the game or keep that 1 point and go for a draw. In that scenario there, that proves in the backline there are no leaders. Maguire's not good enough. Johnny Evans played well when he came on, but he again is coming to the end of his career. Varane looks like he's set to leave it at the end of the season as well, along with many other players such as Casemiro. Ten Hag's business also has not been good enough. The players he brought in, Mason Mount, he's been injured, so he's not yet to prove himself. I do think we should give Mason Mount another chance. But in a United shirt, he's got to stay fit. He's got to do more when he's on the pitch. Højlund I like, but without service, he cannot do much up there. He's very young, he's very raw. I think he's 20 years old. He'll come good if we play to his game, which is the hold-up play and bring in other people into play. Onana obviously started shaky, but I think he's been quite good in recent weeks, especially with the 200 shots faced in the last 10 games. I think Amrabat has been a flop, Mason Mount's been a flop, and we've spent a lot of money not getting that much reward. I don't really see a style of play under Ten Hag. It's all very individual when it gets up the field. The build-up play is not good enough either. He came from Ajax with a good build-up play, but he hasn't shown that since he's been at Man United. We're a very one-dimensional team trying to hit teams on the counter-attack. We're unable to keep the ball against teams like Fulham, who we lost to recently as well. Everton at home, they had many chances to score, but couldn't take them. And obviously the two recent Premier League games in Brentford and Chelsea, Brentford had so many chances to score but couldn't finish. We were very lucky in the end to get a draw, and against Chelsea we were naive, unprofessional and could not see the game out till the very end. I feel there are many players that need to go in the summer, players such as Casemiro who's getting on, because we have Kobe Mainoo to replace him. Varane doesn't look like he's on it anymore. Varane is very injury prone, so there's no point of paying his high wages. Anthony's got his first assist of the season after 31 games, so we need to get rid of him. Other players such as McTominay are not good enough. Evans, he's been a good servant this season and in general, but he's too old. Maguire, Lindelof, there's so much deadwood that we need to get rid of. Wan-Bissaka I don't think is good enough as well. Malacia has been constantly injured, and to be honest I don't think Dalot's even that good. If we want to really progress up the league and look into the top four, we need to get a strong defence in front of Onana. With his feet, Onana's great. As the seasons progress, he's improved with collecting crosses, parrying saves. So I do think he is a good keeper, which he showed at Inter when they went to the Champions League final but lost to Man City. But more importantly, I do think Ten Hag needs to go. I'm not too sure who we could bring in possibly at this moment in time. Under the new owners Ineos, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sir Dave Brailsford, I think we need a manager who's got a clear vision and a clear strategy of play to implement into the team. We need to have Højlund up front. Rashford that provides absolutely nothing. Rashford came on against Chelsea the other day, didn't touch the ball, didn't press, so he's actually pointless up there. Højlund came off, obviously looked a bit disappointed when he did come off. He provides so much more hold-up play at the striker position instead of Rashford. I say push Rashford off to the wing, but the players we need to build around are obviously Bruno Fernandes is still here, but he's getting on 29, 30 now, so I don't know how long he'll be able to continue the level he's playing at. But players such as Kobe Mainu, Alejandro Garnacho, these are the players we need to build around. And even better, they didn't cost a penny because they were from the youth academy anyway. Garnacho has really stepped up in recent weeks. I think he's started the last 30 games in all competitions. This proves Ten Hag is actually trusting him in that role, either left wing or right wing. This is just my view on Man United's recent performances, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you did enjoy that podcast, I mean expressing my opinions on football, let me know in the comments below. So if you did enjoy that podcast, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget, I'll see you later for more.